Anapai Kristo onshirao yeda wotumfo nyankopon ase se ode ene adomenu mienu na ayene pe na anapai nso mene wo yeda so te ase anapai memo akwaba eduba good morning Jesus Christ so ena so yeda wonu nyankopon na ye na ewo ne nhyehyɛ mu se anapai bi te se ne menu mienu yebedi asia ana menu mienu batemenka ewa fidie yiso na de wura no epese wo ka kire wo enede no wonsa aka mame papa menu aba ma abraboi mu ye ni nkuku da se ye ni ewurade na nam na ye wo ye gidie ewo nimu na ye de ye ho ato ne so me ka me kire wo se abraboi mu. It may seem to people say we are failing, but to God all things are working for our good. Me say ebe ye ni pebi mu se asa ye faili, ebe ye ni pebi mu se asa esai, ebe ye ni pebi mu se asa enkoso, ebe ye ni pebi mu se asa enyeye. Na so me catch them say, or say all things work for good for those that trust and believe in the God. Tim you power. In the eyes of people, it may seem say it's not working, but in the eyes of God, I'm telling somebody something. Me can't send me any children another pay. The nipa be to me akase. Hey, adia wa ya enye ye nso anopai me ka kire wo say. Wonni nkuku dawate. Say Yesu ewo wa fa. Say ajenkwa no ebenwa. Say ajenkwa no ka ho. Say awurade nyankopon eka ho a ye ni nkuku ewa abraboi mu da efese wo no wani nkuku say de wo de ye ni mu kan na ni nkuku a me ne umienu ye ni nkuku da anopai me chiao ema good morning me jeli se bibia ebako eden so me ni wo beti nkomo kakra na me nim se na wotwi mu nso enkomo wo wura no ede be ma ye no abaye nkoma ababua me no mienu na me nim se yenkomo yi enkona wi na watwe mu na wo waye nhyira anopa yiso na ntoboase ne fama me na me ne wo enkasa kakra babi a wo bi asi utra se na ye mompaye odini afa oni mfitiasie ene ye nyankopon wobra wonsem na akra nyina ehye yempai boni se anopai na me ensem yiso ebetu yemfo na me ensem yiso ebeka yanim na me ensem yiso na yeni wo mo emponimpo na me ensem yiso beyi na 10 yempai boni se ensem yinkwa na wiye na wakasa kire ye kwansoro nkoso adom ninte amen. The battle line has been drawn. The battle line. Give me a part. Makachra was said, so far as we are on this earth, we are in a battle. And on the battlefield, it's either you are being killed or you will kill. There are some things we are battling with it on this earth. You will never be why you need a DSC. I will atiasifo asasiso. In the days of David and the people of Israel, they got a battle line drawn for them. Battle line was drawn between the Philistines and the Israel, whereby there was a certain Goliath. And that Goliath was the giant and the champion man. He was reigning at that time. Bible said na obian to mean defeat no. Bible said na the Goliath said ye wotienti no. Wadin kunim from the mofra bremu sa e de abeduru bra. Oni Israel for an ebesia. Into the past story of Goliath no. Or you undefeated. Senka ye boxing or you undefeated or you champion. Obi anyone what me ejina nanim. Goliath didn't talk akon ne sa. Or the abe pie e wo Israel for so. Me can say me akere wo be. We say the battle line, the battlefield. The Bible say obedru valley bimuno, whereby an Israel for a campo one side, Philistine for so a campo one side, and a valley bit down, and you better draw the line. Is so we be to me any neighbor. Now what to me kumuno. The bush ya phone na ne man phone na echo yan kwa edi ama Israel for sanso na Israel for no so yi nipa bi e ma nipa no so be kunu a Israel for no so ama onu Goliath kusa nipa na me say Israel for enso be yan kwa tie me pa o man ni nyina ye din o hene wodi o man ni mposo ye din o hene na ye din no wontimi nkwa animo the plans nyina asa method the way you nyina asa if you said there was a champion bi an wogina nanim temi pa Bible say abrantie kuma bi ya frɛ no David a wo GMJC mamu a GMJC suma ne sɛ ɔmmra mɛhwɛ sɛ de ne nuanom ɛyɛ ɛwɔ akona no no wɔno ba akona no hobe na wɔba bɛte sɛ de Goliath ɛyɛ akakabensɛm oba ebeti se the situation no ehuru so no oba no obehunu se the situation no ekɔ no ye Bible say abrante ni ekasi ne bo se ompene eso da wontena ho ama Goliath enye se de wo ye no da me say David bona adwene pose oni Goliath betentam ema ye kobo so amane se David say oni so oni Goliath beko Emma sompo etre na adwen emma ne ntade a wonfa nkoko abrante yamfa nemom abrante na afa de wo betimi ayuso. So it is dangerous to stop using what makes you to be victorious. David say tema wo sere so no se aboa bi ba wotimi tackle aboa no osisire anase jataba David born adwene pose obe face Goliath. The Bible ma yete ase say David ehwehwe emoba num an wo fa ne time odi buma ni num ni gu ne kotokuo mu ana wo fa na ba na wo de hwe ni nwanso no ana David yes ehya ase se wo tu anamo David afa na ba David afa ne mo David afa ne time awo di tisere no so wo di nkonim no nti say your strategies be wo ha. Those strategies bring victory into your life. Those strategies bring victory into your life. So it is dangerous to stop those strategies that bring victory. Make say me natural David who no say the obaya ebe man nkonim di aba eno ne say obefa ne na ba wa fa ne tire wa fa ne moba no de akuni kotokuom no de tu anamo e de akọ every say eya de a waye no wasere ne so eya de a wode nante enti sadde no wonyi mfiri mu ti mame abraboy me what brings us victory we shouldn't stop the edin konim di eba no e ma ye nyai. So it is dangerous to stop the things that brings you victory. If it is prayer that brings you victory, you should not cease praying. If it is the word of God that brings you victory, you should not cease dipping into the word of God. Nipa bebere, me say the strategies for your victory is in your hands. You have that strategy in you. It is up to you to understand and pick those strategies up. The David to anamonsa oni Goliath beshia afi wo mate e de shia Goliath afi de confront Israel for some years. David is facing it. David cannot sit down and see say Goliath should make noise the whole day. David say on tena ho ema de ekoso no enkoso sanso na mesimi ni umienu yen tena ho ema de ekoso wa busuanu mu enkoso yen tena ho ema de ekoso wa yabrabo no mu enkoso e wo say yete ase say we are in a battlefield, and in that battlefield we should be prepared and march on. In that battlefield we should not relax. Tell me about. Even in the marriage is a field altogether. A battle altogether, because you people are from different sides. Obiani baby will free obiani ne back in our deba. And the yebe cabo ni I met ayabakono and easy. And the say we need to prepare and march forward. When we know say we have the arsenals, we have the weapons that will help us in that battle. David was ready because he was having his stick. David was ready because he was having his stones. David was ready because he was having the catapult, the string. Are you prepared for the battle? You cannot do it without God. You cannot do it without God. So when David was having the courage, if you say that, Bible in the book of Joshua, Wabrana Moses every move na on my Israel no ejija radika to Joshua say Joshua chapter 1 the verse number 9, have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous, do not be frightened, do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Be strong and courageous. And pray me catch us say bra, be strong and courageous. Mommy, be strong and courageous. Nya kokodro na ye dene na ye nya kokodro. Every say we brati we nyankopon no wo ka wo ho abrebia. Timie pa sa woni ne nam na wo fa no say oye wo yonko na woni ne nam abrebia wo ka ho. So when you have that courage, nothing will prevent you from facing what has been facing you. When the Philistines were tormenting the lives of the Israelites, and to Goliath, the Bible says, "Okasaya for 40 days." And after the 40 days, something needs to happen. After the 40 days, things needs to change. After the 40 days, something needs to happen. It is some problems be why yakomu for 40 years, yakomu for 40 months, yakomu for over the couple of years, and I'm telling you, it is time. It is time to face those problems. It is time to face those challenges. It is time when you know say you have God and you have the courage, because he has given us his word that he is with us wherever we go. Baby it was a God is always with us if we are always with him. If you abide in me and I abide in you, whatever that you ask the Father, you will get it. So when you are with him and he is with you, I am telling you, wherever that you go, he is with you. Tell me about to our brother David and march through the valley. No, na David can send me in the book of Psalm 23. David ebe can send me and pay Eddie. When David was marching towards Goliath, David was reciting something. David was prepared and was saying something in the book of Psalm 23. Or say, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. David there was a radinemu and a shafwa. It be biara eyano. Be bia we ya wasasi so eyano. Be biara es e buana brabono eyano. Tibia was he makes me lie down in green patches. He leads me beside still waters. He lead him beside the still waters to pick up the stones. That stone that for the battle now or the econo. He led him to that still waters. Was he restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness in his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, because what David was going to face, it was death or life. So the battle that we are going to face is either death or life. So when David was marching through the valley, he was approaching the battle line. He was approaching the battlefield. He was approaching what was not approachable for other people. He was facing what people are afraid to face. He was facing what people say it is not a year. David was facing it. So was it, he leads me. Or say, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. And even though we walk through those difficulties, even though we walk through those preparation times, even though we are seeking for the job, even though we are crying and we are we fear no evil, for God is with us. For God is with us, because wakatra yese odi nyaye na odi mpawe ano pay me person oti asem bi say when we are in a battlefield, he is there. Wherever that we find ourselves, if we are with him, he is with us. Ano pay me busaw ewrade kan ho, ewrade e kan ho, ewrade wo wafa, ewrade o wafa na, ewrade e wo wafa. Te atano no Joshua say eneni ne mun choose what you people belongs to. Say who belongs to the God of Israel and not the God of the other side. But I am minimum bushia dear, minimum fear dear. Yebesuma safu ewrade. And pay me nim baby wo. And me nim de wo be wo. Me nim de wo de wo ato ne so. Wo de wo ato insuo bi so. Wo de wo ato niema bi ya ton ade ama so ada. Wo de wo ato ade bi ya wakoji ada. Wo de wo ato bansere bi so. Wo de wo ato niema bi so ada. Dem ka kire wo ne se ebe ya fa wo to asafu ewrade so. Fa wo to otete botantem ne so. Fa wo no to owura na waka ebemu. Fa wo to de osha ejina ne so. David etu anamo. David face Goliath. David woni Goliath koshia. David is confronting what has been confronting them for the past years, for the past days. David is confronting what people seem say it is difficult. And I'm encouraging somebody today, if we are ready, we should be courage to march forward, to face the things that people in the family are saying, say, it is not possible. People are saying, say, you cannot complete the mission. People are saying, say, a tiny baby was see a drone with them in Dwaso. People are saying, say, in the family where some people have reached, that is only the line all those people come. I am telling somebody, you will cross that line. You will cross that line because that line was set for some people. People are saying, say, in the family, you need to give birth before you can marry. People are saying, say, in the family, there is nobody that has gotten a successful wedding. People are saying, say, in the family, there's nobody that has traveled. People are saying, say, in the family, when we attain a certain age, or how amanie and so people are saying, say, in the family there is a certain mark people cannot reach. But I am telling you, if you have God with you, say everyday ewo wafa ye ninkukuda enano pay timi pa. David say, even though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I fear no evil. David understood, say, it is time to march on. Mommy, you need to understand. Say a brenaso. We need to get wisdom. We need to get the wisdom of God. A brenaso say we need to make that decision in life. A brenaso say we need to move forward. A brenaso say we need to confront what has been confronting us, because the things that we are facing today, if we are running from it today, we will face it tomorrow. So ye can everyone and now what tina yebeshia. So it is a better we face. So it is a battlefield. It is a battle line, and the battle line has been drawn. You cannot escape. You cannot run away. We cannot run away. Situations nebaba, problems nebaba, we cannot run away. We cannot push them under the carpet. We need to face them. We need to speak about it. We need to talk about it. But we need to get the wisdom of God. Without the wisdom of God, we cannot. James chapter 1, the verse number 5. James chapter 1, the verse number 5. If anyone lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. Mommy, we need to ask wisdom. In the Proverbs and so be Proverbs chapter 4, the verse number 7. When we have wisdom, we need to get understanding and there's insight. Bra, sister, so one tears ya, and a bayer will say, the nipe cano a yampa. So one 10 year masia, and a bayer will say, the nipe susu found hono a yampa. So one 10 year masia, and a bayer will say, the oma catuono a yampa, nebaya jumanzo. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, and whatever you get understanding. So get wisdom, and in all your gettings, get understanding. Share. So one tears say everywhere was a become no to one. Sabre na obedi nkomo. Sabre na wodi nsema asi wo fie ne bekwa abontene. Sabre na wodi nniema na ekoso ne bekwa abontene. So one tears ya na obeyesa. They were 10 years ase no ehunu kwanya ofaso. David tears say ebra so se wo hia Goliath. David tears say I am going to face this man. The Esther say I have understood the time will say it is for me to approach the king, and if I perish, I perish, because there is a certain man be planning to so it is time for me to go and fast and pray and approach the king. There is time for every man, and upon you say we are in a battlefield, so be prepared and march on. When we know that Christ is on our behalf, when we know that Christ is on our side, we will never fail. We will never be defeated, because he is the captain of Israel's, because he is the warrior, he is the fighter, he is the defender, he is the man that gives victory. He has given us victory. He has given us victory. We are in a battlefield, and we have Christ. We should not panic. We have Christ, we have courage. When we have Christ, we can move on. When we have Christ, we do not fear. The fear factor is out when we have Christ. And pray. Now go on count. One thing and winter. I don't mean one beer. I don't open no infamy. Now what you move? Many wedding come over. First Samuel 17:41 down, and he didn't come over. The battlefield. He didn't come over. I go on winter. No one you can see. Shalom, peace. Mark it out.